morning, everybody. It's 4 a.m. Eastern Time, 10 o'clock in Amsterdam. Just watching NVIDIA now. This is the day of the stock split. So it's now at 189-ish, 190-ish. People are buying it here. Some people will be panicking because they don't understand the stock split, because it came all the way from the 700 mark here and thinking now, okay, I lost all my money, but that's not what it is. 5K traded now, 7K traded now. Are people selling this now in panic? People who are not on this market for 1,000 years. So nothing really happening. So how is everybody doing after yesterday? This is what it looks like, guys. If you've never seen it, this is live. And are people panicking here? Some people might. You see the other way around also sometimes when the reverse stock split and then people thought, okay, I'm a millionaire now. But that's not what's happening. So it's not just sitting here doing nothing really. So no fireworks on NVIDIA. Good morning, Ayun. Good morning, Kemi. You are... Thank you for that, Ayun. ASML, yeah, well, you are new to the show, but ASML is my... I can't talk about it too much because ASML is my favorite stock. It's a Dutch company. It's the biggest tech company in Europe. And it makes the thing that makes the machine that makes the chip. So it's not a chip maker, and it's not a machine maker, but it makes the very pivotal thing that can produce a chip called wafers with new technology, EUV technology. And they are the only one in the world who can do that with this technology. So we can talk ASML, but not too much, but because full disclosure, I am an investor in ASML. Good morning, Kemi. Good morning, Leah. Do you want you need an U to get you out of your house, or do you want to talk about the stock? Good morning, Dr. Scotty Jones. No, Wish, but I'm not investing in Wish. I'm gonna trade Wish, maybe. Good morning, Tesla Neris. That's a new one, OP. So let's zoom in here on NVIDIA. People are waking up now and saying, oh, really, I can buy this now. I never could when it was around 700, and now it's around 200, and maybe I can buy it now. I am doing great. So this is happening to NVIDIA. Not a whole lot going on, but maybe we see some sold off here into the opening because it's a great day, and now it's just hanging around here and doing nothing. Gabashe, good morning. Yes, William. Good morning to you. Good morning to you too, Gabor. Gabor Jakab. Gabor sounds Hungarian. Jakab, I'm not sure. Shut my email down. Good morning, Arian. SPAY Canadian OTC stock, LB. A lot of tickets to cover. I can see that. NVIDIA is not going anywhere right now. It's just hanging around here in this area, and I'm not sure what to think of that right now. The algorithms don't understand it either, I think. Very good morning to you, Mohammed. I'm using Trade Zero, Mohammed, and what you're seeing right now on the screen is TC2000. Who else here is using 2C2000? Yeah, Jeff Bezos going to the moon today. So I just wanted to see if there was some kind of fireworks going on with NVIDIA, but it's just selling a little here. And some of the So no fireworks here right now. This is happening NVIDIA right now at this moment here at 409. No spectacular moves. Trade Zero, I'm using Trade Zero, Mohammed, and what you're seeing right now is TC2000. Novavax, yeah, had a nice run also yesterday. So a lot of things to do. Okay, guys, if you are liking this show and if you're watching this live, then you really should strike that hit that like button right now. And if you're not watching this live, and a lot of you do, I know that. I can't see you, but I know you do. Then hit that like also. We have more than 1,000 views every day. On average, 1,800. I got results yesterday from Benzinga main office, and we never get above 100 likes. So what's up with that? You're just watching me and drinking your coffee and don't like this. You don't have to like me, but you like Benzinga. So do this for Benzinga, please. Would mean a great deal. We're giving this all for free. Everything. I'm not selling anything. Thank you, Dr. Scotty Jones. Too bad ASML is doing this. Yeah. Okay, so maybe your platform is not up to date yet, so that could be a problem. Contact your platform that you are in. Okay. Let's look back at yesterday. Why don't we? Yeah, just gonna put up this. Wait for it. So it's the earnings show, it's the earnings week. These are all the earnings. Benzinga makes this nice thing about it. And yesterday we talked about can you also sell the rumor and buy the news? So that's the other way around from where we normally at. And we looked at socket for that and at UAL. And at the end of the week, we're going to review this one and see if that paid off for us. But these are all the upcoming earnings today. Early before opening is somewhere before opening. Early will have the report, and after the close, Netflix, and then there is United Interactive Brokers. Wednesday before opening, Coca-Cola, Harley Davidson, Saab, ASML. There we are, Johnson & Johnson, and after the close, there is a Texas Instruments. I'm really curious about that one. Thursday, Biogen, AT&T, Snap, Intel. It's going to be a big day, I think, for on Thursday. And then Friday, Honeywell, but also Schlumberger before open. So that's maybe an interesting thing to watch too. So these are all the earnings reports this week. And this was NVIDIA yesterday. Some of you tweeted this and saw that this happens. I hope that you got in this with me. So we called it 718. If it broke above 718, then it would be a long. Well, this is just near perfection in terms of longs. So you could have had more or less a $22 gain here. And if your account is big enough, then you're just had a great day yesterday. So it breaks here above this line, then stays here and does not know what to do. And then this here, these two pivotal points are really something that you want to see when you go into a big stock like this. So it breaks out here. This is textbook breakout stuff. So it breaks out here. If you're aggressive, and you can be, I don't know what type of player you are, but then you can just get in here at 717 or something. And if you're not as aggressive but still aggressive, then you can get in at 719. And then you just play the breakout, and sometimes you just get out here at $5 gain. But what you also can do, and if you're playing breakouts like this, is just this breakout, then it stays here for a little while, and then here is the double test here. So this is textbook breakout stuff. It breaks out. This was a level, we said that, so this was resistant, breaks out once, breaks out twice, and then there is your confirmation here that this resistance is now support. And now you can get in with all the money you have if you get this kind of confirmation, because it says to you, okay, I'm not going to go under the 718 very quickly. And if you did that, you can buy it here. You could have bought it here after this dip. So that's just depending on your strategy and how your portfolio looks like and how big your account is. But this is just a classic breakout for NVIDIA. Brilliant. We called it. Thanks to someone in the chat. I really don't remember who that was, so that's bad from me. But someone called NVIDIA. We looked at this, and this is what it did. And then we also had another. So everybody was in the red yesterday. I hope that you all did great. Where is my cursor? You. Yeah. Who was with me on VXX? Who was with? This is also classic breakout stuff. just breaking out here above this level, and then there's the dip, under it, above it, under it, and there you go, above it. So sometimes you get in here and then maybe you were stopped out here, but I don't think so, because it's only got to this 32.25 level, so you have to give it some room. Don't press sell right away. If you see something like this, don't panic. And if you're going to panic first, and then you panic here, but normally don't panic. You stepped into a play and you hoped that it would work. You thought it would work. You didn't expect nothing. We talked about this yesterday. And if you see something like this happening, then there must be some confidence that this is still some kind of bullish sign here, because this is a low, this is a high, and this is a higher low. So this low here is higher than this low, and gets up. This high is now higher than this high, falls down again. This might have brought you some panic, but it could have gone out here at 32. No, that's just giving it not enough room. So this is just going in at 22 to 38. So if you only give this one 10 cents room, then you're going to get stopped out all the time. So give it some room sometimes. Don't press the sell button right away. So this is the wick, and then another confirmation that this is really a level that we talked about this, and it breaks here, and then you could have gone in here over this, not right exactly this, but it's just this green candle, and then play it all the way to the upside. I got out too early, but well, you know me, I get out too early all the time. So that's that's how it is. Let's talk about our watch list. What is NVIDIA doing? Okay, trying to get above VWAP now. Big, no, not a big spread. It's just okay for big stuff like this. So no fireworks on NVIDIA. Let's look at our watch list. What have we got going on here? Just a small one. Why not? NVIDIA, we looked at that one, and now we're going to do SCKT, and that's because we are into this experiment. Are they selling the rumor, and can we buy the news? In other words, can we buy the dip? No, well, didn't do anything for us yesterday. Doesn't do anything as far as now in free market, so we're just gonna wait and see what's going on with SCKT. If there's something going on, then I will report it, because we're gonna keep this one on the watch list all week. We are doing this experiment in order to see if there is something going on with this thing. Then Wish, can we buy the dip on Wish? Well, you could have yesterday. So even if the whole market goes down, there's still a lot of opportunities. You all know that. Of course you know that. So try to get above this 961 level now here. So this is now this is no longer a level for me. This is. And you can see why. So this is now a double top here, right at this level, 965. And you might think, well, yeah, but it just went through that level right now. But can we see something happening here? So this is resistance turning maybe into support. We have to watch this one all all pre-market, but 965 just might be some kind of resistance. And all these lines here are from our great master, Mr. Fibonacci. And this 965 really is something that you want to see as support in order to play this one all the way to this 994 is no longer a level. That's the one that can go now. So look at this. Now you've got room to 1020. If this really was the bounce here, then 1020 is your next target. 965 is your level of support, and 925 is your target here. And if it doesn't get there, then it doesn't get there. But you need to have a target if you're going into any play. Otherwise, you're trading in the dark. And then you also have to have a stop out. So let's say that you get in here at 965, and then 1020. Let's say this. Let's do this more accurate. 1020. 1020 is your out here. So let's say you're getting right in a 965. You're aggressive on this one, and 1020 is your out, and this is a 55 cents move. So boom, 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 boom. Where is my there we are. So you're playing now for a 55 cent move. Agreed, everybody? I got some questions yesterday about where do you put your stop loss. You're playing for a 55 cent move. You're getting in here at 965. Let's say that you are, as things stand now, when markets open and this is all still the same, then you're getting in, you're playing for 55 cent win. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. 55 cent win. Oh. So, and I always want to play 1 to 3 on a stock. So if I have a 55 cent win, then my stop loss should be at 18 cents. So 965 minus 18 cents is 48. Oh, wow, look at this, exactly 48. So now my stop loss is here at 48. And that really coincides almost with the opening here. So I'm willing now to play a 55 cent win. So I want to play this all the way to this 1020 level here. And I'm willing to lose here this 18 cents on the stock. So my stop loss will be here. So that shows you that sometimes you really have to be able to sit through some red on your trading account in order to finally win, because it just can dip under here, and then if it dips under here, then don't sell it immediately, because then you will never ever make a play. So this ratio has always have to be 550. If you want to win 55 cents, then your ratio has to be 1 to 3. We talked about it last week when I showed you all my figures. You can look back. You can watch that. I shared that with you. So if you're getting in here, then you have to be able to bite through all the red here if it goes under this play, and if it's more than obvious that it will never get back above it because it just keeps going down, 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 then eventually you can say, okay, this play is not going to work. I'm going to get out here at 9.55. I'm just selling it here and that's it. But if there's hesitation, then you just might want to play this one. And that's how you determine upfront, I'm getting in here, I'm getting out there, I'm having my stop loss here. That's what you do with every play. That's what I do with every play that I make. So my preparation for every trading day is takes more time than trading itself. So yesterday, 2 trades are real easy trades. A walk in the park, another day at the office, nothing going on. Made all my gains for I think the whole week or something. And my preparation took more than 2 hours, including this show. But after I put all my levels in, then I am just really okay with going into a trade. So these levels are all very straightforward here. This looks a little bit scary with all this Fibonacci going on, but there are no other patterns than just these horizontal lines. And sometimes I drew a line like this. You know that this is not real trend line, but on all the other occasions, it's just very simple levels here. And if it's a level and it breaks that level up or down, then I can get in if I want that. The time frames that I use is 1 and 5. Ryan, that's a great question. So for my analysis now, this is the daily. So I'm looking at the broader picture here and I see something going on here and I think, okay, can we buy the dip? We talked about this yesterday. Yes, we could. And do we expect something here? Yes, we expect something here, but only if it's above these levels, which is right now, but 9.65 is the level right now as we speak. But during the pre-market, this level might go up and might be here when markets open. So my analysis is, firstly, I look at the daily every day, every morning, every evening. I watch 100 stocks and more and look at the daily first. And if I have done that and if I'm looking just before market open, then this is my screen. So these are my 4 screens. This is my main fields. Just four fields. That's what I'm following. I have another screen up there that you cannot see, which reports holds and that sort of things. But when markets open, I'm looking at this all on a 1 minute. And by then I have my levels in, for example, these and these and these and this one. So this is what I'm looking at when markets open, all 1 minute. And here in the corner, now there is SPY, but if these are all tech stocks, then I put in the QQQs here. And I just watch the QQQs here or the SPY in the corner here. If this is falling down, then I am not going long in stocks that are part of the SPY or part of the QQQs. So I'm eyeballing this one and don't follow them exactly, but you can see it's going up or down or what. So now these are the levels, 974. Okay, I determined that this was a level. Bam, I'm getting in here, play it to 983, for example. When I'm in here at 974, and then I switch to the level here. So this is a pink one, and I switch here to my field. So now I'm in. Say that I went in here at this level, and then this is my 1 minute, and here on the left hand side is my 5 minutes. So when I'm managing a trade, then I'm looking at my 1 minute and my 5 minutes. And what I want to see in the 5 minutes is, for example, I'm going to put this away. So you can see that right now here, if you're looking at your 5 minutes, 5 minutes, then I don't want to see too much overextension here on my 5 minutes. And overextension means this green one is my 9 moving average on the 5 minute frame. And this one has to be close to its 9 EMA. What is close? Well, this is not close. After a big move like this, then you know that somewhere during the play, this 9 EMA will go back to its 5 to the candle. So this is how I see with one blink of an eye if a stock is overextended or not on a 5 minute. Distance to this green line, it means it's overextended. If it's close here like it is right now, then I'm okay. And I'm doing it mainly for managing my trades. So if I'm going in here, for example, if this was my entry here, 948, all the way up, I did that on this. I determine if I'm going in here on this chart, the 1 minute chart. So boom, I'm in. And now all the way up, and now I'm managing my trade here and also looking at the 5 minute because I see this overextension here. So I have to be sure that it does not fall down here and hits this 9, and then I'm gonna lose all the gains that I made in this big one. So I'm really keep my eyes on the 5 minute when I'm in a trade in order to see that it's not overextended, and I put my stop loss accordingly to this. So if I'm here, say that I'm in here at 948, this big move up, then I can say, okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm not averaging in ever, never do that. So 948, and say that I bought 1,000 shares here. Then I'm going to put my stop loss here at 959, so I'm in with $100. It's more than that normally, but I'm sitting here safely with $100 in my pocket and just can let it run here all the way till it's maybe coming down here again. But if this green line moves up like this, then I know, okay, I'm going to move my. So I did not take any profits yet. So I'm just putting my stop loss to the 966 level. So now I made $200. So if it falls under this level, I have no stress whatsoever. I made $200 with 1,000 shares, and I'm a happy camper. So this is how I manage my stocks. So not looking at my 1 minute too much because it's just too might panic here if it falls under a VWAP or something. So I'm managing it, determining it on my 1 minute, getting in at my 1 minute, managing it mostly on my 5 minutes. I'm going to erase all these because otherwise I'm having a problem. Yeah, we talked about NVIDIA simulator. We are doing a watch list. Talked about this was Wish. Okay, Neo. Why not? Why not? Could you have bought the dip on Neo? Well, you could have bought it here. Then you would be almost $1 in the money right now if you're the kind of pre-market player. So we looked at Neo yesterday. So this is the daily, and we saw this happening, and we were afraid that something like this might happen. Well, it did not. Well, it did a little bit, but recovered itself. So Neo also was a very nice buy the dip opportunity. Now you don't have to buy this on price action anymore. What you have to do right now is look at this 200 moving average, which is lying here on the daily. You see these 4 lines here. So this is 200 moving average, SME in my case. This is my 50 moving average. This is my 9 moving average, and this is my 20 moving average. So there is support here at 43.45. There is support or resistance here at 44. There is resistance here at 44.70 ish. And there is resistance here at this 54.25 ish. So a lot of levels. There is room, of course, for this one to go to the upside. Almost $1 move to the upside if it falls down. So my favorite play here is, and the regulars here will know this. This is my favorite play for Neo, not for Neo, but for any stock. It just comes down like this here, and then hits this 43.95, and then what you want to see, if you are just beginning, then you want to see some confirmation. Then what you want to see is this move up, and if that's the case, then this is your entry point, the high of this candle. If this one breaks this candle, then this high is your entry point. If you are a little bit more experienced than that, then you can also put your limit order right here at 43.97, and then you will be triggered in automatically, and then play this one to the upside. And but you have to have some more experience if you want to do this, and if you want to be very sure about your case, then this is your ideal setup. If you're doing this for a longer time, then you can also take a bigger risk here, because, well, after this you don't know if this is going to be support. So you're just getting in here, but it might just easily do something like this, and then you are in the red. So if you're unexperienced, then wait for the confirmation. If you're more experienced, then you can just buy this here right on the kisser, like Joel would say. And that experience is mainly because of, good morning, Ramon, that's mainly on, experience mainly is on reading the tape and reading level 2. A lot of day traders say, okay, that does not give you the information that it used to, but it gives me a lot of information. I will do a show about that someday. OCGN. Well, this is as clear as resistance as you can get right now. Look at the 5 minute here. All the way up to the 774 mark here, and so this blue line here is the 50 moving average. Trying to get above that, as you can see, and if it does, then you can go in here. Yeah, you really want to watch this level here, this 803. So But OCGN looks to be strong again today. So I want to see a break over 7.74. Excuse me. And then the third thing that you have to watch is 803 level, but then it can go all the way to 830. So I think it's worth the risk. And if it breaks this one, then well, we might go back to the levels we dreamed of. Normally, this one moves only 70 cents a day, but if it moves $1, and even if it moves 60 cents, only this 60 cents, then it's 10%. So on a $7 stock, 60 cents movement is should be enough for you. So I only want to play this one to the upside now. So I want to play the break. I want to buy this in strength. Play the break. Break is now 774, and if it's maybe it will be. If it breaks this during pre-market, then you have to adjust this this level, of course. Ik ben geen Belg, John. We are doing this from Amsterdam, as you can see, or should have, or could have. Look here, Amsterdam. So you did not watch this one from the beginning. So QS, why not? Why not? It opened here at 10.20, then got all the way up here to this 25 level, and this is ugly. Ugly. So I would not buy this as an investment, but buy the dip. And you want to see some kind of continuation right now on what we saw yesterday. So this might be the prelude, if you want to say that like this, then to have a move like this and maybe all the way up here, because it can move if it gets the volume. So only want to play this one as a breakout. So no volume whatsoever right now, but watch this one during pre-market, and then you might just get this one. Did we talk about UAL already? No, we did not. There's no volume whatsoever right now. Or is there? No. But it's knocking at our purple line here. So that gives me some hope. We talked about UAL also, that we can they sold the rumor here. So the rumor would be that, oh, COVID, it's not doing as well, blah, 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 blah. So sell the rumor and buy the news, question mark. We're trying that now. And UAL reports this week, so we're going to follow this. This is this little experiment that we have going on here. Rumor, is this spelled like this or with one O? I'm really not sure. I don't care. So, and we call this 4482 line here as not an exact level of support or resistance, but it is an area. And it's just kicking it now, trying to get above that one. So 4482 would be a nice entry, and then trying to fill the gap here to the 46 level. So play this above this 48.2 level, and then 46 is your next target. Okay, we're gonna do LB. You asked about this, but I'm also gonna do ASML. LB. Let's do LB. Why not? Talked about this earlier at the levels here. I'm gonna erase those now, and that's, yeah, well, this is just there is no such thing as a triple bottom, but only if there is. So 68.71. $68.84. And there's this blue line, so this should be some kind of support. And if it's not, holding this one, so this is the spread right now, but there's no volume. So on LB, so please be sure that it's above the 68.69 level. Otherwise, you are in trouble, because you don't want to stand it, because it breaks this 50 line, and if it breaks that 50 line, then it's a lot of people are gonna see a short opportunity here, because they want to play this one all the way back to this 200 SME. So we are not the only one looking at these lines. A lot of people do, a lot of algos do, and if it breaks this 50, then they want to see something like this happening. So for now, anything above 68.69 will be a long for me on LB. We also have to talk about ASML, because someone wanted that, and normally I want to talk about ASML, but look at this. Hello. We talked about 627 way back here, and they're gonna have earnings on Wednesday, I think. So a little bit of selling going on. Maybe people thinking, okay, it's not going too well in this chip business, but really curious if this is also a sell the rumor and buy the news story. It just might be. So these are no longer levels 627 and this 501, certainly not. It's a hard one to day trade. So I never do that. I am an investor in this, full disclosure. Do we see a trend line here of some kind? This is March, so this is COVID. You. I'm reaching here, then that's never a good thing. So if you draw a line and you're thinking by yourself, well. So for ASML, you also have to be aware for the trickle down, because what we said here on the other one is also a thing for ASML. It just might do something like this. If it breaks this 50, broke it here, but found its way back to way above it. But if it breaks this 50, then this just might happen. When it comes to think of it, people were here. This is all-time high here, and they thought, okay, well, let's wait for the reports on this Wednesday. So 3 days in a row, this is the bump. Well, you tell me. There's some gaps here. Why don't you do what I want you to do? Why is it so difficult to draw a little triangle with all the artificial intelligence going on? So, sorry about that. It's my own drawing skills, of course. I know that. So, green and yellow. If they are crossing here, then people will tell you that you're going to be in trouble. That is true for if you're swing trading this, but I just want to see some strength in here and trade this one above the 690 level, I think. So you're giving away $7 then. I'm not going to trade this, day trade this. This just not funny to trade this one. You can play options if you want this, but gonna take this all off. I don't know. ASML. Wait and see. Churchill, really? Is there something going on with Churchill? I don't know. Oh, yeah. This small one is a 200 SME for Churchill, and it is because it's now just IPO'd a little over 200 days ago. All these levels are gone now. So now this is this is what swing traders look at. It's a very simple and effective method, and don't use it because I'm a day trader. I have to mention it more often, I think. So now here, this green line is above the yellow line, and look what it does to the stock. And now this green line here is under the yellow line, and now it looks like something going on here. But it tries to get up again, back up on its feet. So this 24 level will be your target. I think here. Nice move up. So you can play this two ways. You can play the breakout here, which is now at 22.91, and then there was a dollar move possible to the upside because we determined that this 24 will be your target. So a breakout now would be nice, and this breakout line is of course something that you have to adjust if the pre-market price is getting higher than this right now. So please be aware that if you put in a line, that the line still is of use to you when markets open. The nice thing I want to see on something like this is maybe VWAP is right, you know, 22.69. If it just falls back on this VWAP here, this brown line here, and then you get the VWAP bump and all the way back up. So this brown line here is your VWAP. It just falls down. This is now your resistance. So this brown line VWAP is always a big level for any day trader. So if it bounces on a VWAP, then you might just want to get in this one. So you can play the breakout. If it shoots right off in the first minute, does something like this, your limit order will be somewhere around here. But if it shoots up like this, then I always want to do it manually. And if it falls down here on VWAP, then you want to get in just above VWAP if you are an experienced player, and if you are not, then get in on the next high. So it just might be a VWAP bounce like it's trying to do right now. Good morning, Susan. The docu. For everybody who's put in their tickers and I did not get to them, please put them in one more time and we'll look at it. This is the daily for docu. Okay. All-time highs here. This is 298.75. 298.75. Is this forming a double top or not? There are some issues with this level. You can see that. So this high here is 293, 293.65, 293.61. Close to a double top enough for a big stock like me, like this. So you want to see a break above this 293.68-ish. And then you have a $5 move to the upside. And if it breaks that, then you have to break the all-time highest. So you're looking at something like this. I just went into strength, and then this is the candle that you want to see if you are a long player. If you are a short player, then you can play this easily to the downside also. Because if this really is the level that if it cannot break this level, then it might just be a play like this. So two options here. 293.68 is the level that you want to watch. E-N-O. Matthew, you're laughing. Why? Why? You know, look at this. Is Eno back in play again? Well, just might. It's 100s, 200s moving average. Which means for me that it's still not bullish. But, well, if you see something like this, then you might argue against that one. And you want to play this 8.95 all the way up to 9. This might just be a nice one. That's a good call, Pia. Oh, you can buy that. Okay. Want to text me or something? So, yeah. I see why you're looking at this. Yeah, because it's moving like a stock that just easily want to move up. So little pullback here would be also something that you might want to consider. Er, er, er. Also can play the breakout here above 907. So this is level. I'm gonna put this one on my watch list. Thanks for that, Pia. Really like that you are putting in this one. And that's why I like doing this show. And if you like me doing this show, then please hit that like. I hope that you all did by now, because Jason's going to be very mad at me if I'm not getting the likes that he wants. And it's not because of me or because of him, but it's because of the algorithm of YouTube. So, is a play if it breaks above this 907. And then this is something that you want to do here, so a full dollar, but you can see that there is some resistance here at the 50 cents mark, which is always something that you want to watch. So move to the upside, 907, 951, 996. But looking at the hourly here, you can see that this is how a stock should move to the upside. So with these little waves, with ups and downs, with higher highs and higher lows. So a little pullback here would also be okay. And well, $8.50 maybe. Just a little pullback and then back to the upside might do it. Might do this one. Also some goods, and I put in 850 because what I'm seeing here, and because it is 850, it might also be 860. So somewhere some pullback and then back on price action to the upside will do this one for me. That's strange English. So thanks for that, Pia. Moderna. Wow. Wow. Oh my grandma, what happened here? It's due for a pullback, yeah, but well, the news coming on from this Delta variant and everybody thinking, okay, we're gonna. I know I was in this one here. This 44. I'm day trading this, so always when you know that you play this one, also this here around this 44, and I looked for 60. Didn't do that for me on that day. Oh yeah, I remember this. But this is also something that really, when I said on the other stock that we just discussed about the Eno stock, don't get confused. Although it had some crazy days like here, but I like the way that it moves all the way to the upside, but you know what it is with stocks like these? I think they are overbought. And if you're looking at the I think that they overbought. And my realist RSI says the same. The only problem that I have with, because if you're looking for a short on these, so the only problem that I have then is that it's at all-time highs, so it's strong. I don't like shorting a stock at all-time highs because, well, that's not who I am, and it's not my favorite play. So if you want to short this, then be my guests. If you want to look for a pullback and then play it to the upside, then that's something that I'm better at. So the only thing that I want to do on a stock like this is look at this 310 level. And then play the reversal long. That's the only way that I'm going to look at this 310. And if you want to play the breakout, that's fine by me too. So the levels are obvious, 310 and 323.77. And yesterday I closed the show with this. I see a lot of shorts. People are going in long or short before markets open, and you can do that if the levels that you are in, if the levels that you want to play are holding or are the resistance that you need them to be. But starting in the morning, then this is what I'm trying to do. Expect nothing. I will expect nothing. Just go to my levels, and if it hits this level, if it hits this 310 and gets up again, then I'm going in. But if it's just hovering here, then it's not something that I want to play, because I determined upfront the levels. I have determined the plays that I want to make, and I'm not playing this in the no man's land. You can't sleep at night, OP. All these things going on. Really a mystery to me. SGOC is just the play that you want to do if you need some action in your life. That's what I think. Because, well, it's trying to really keep this 9 EMA now. So I told everybody, just play this on price action, please. So the one obvious level to draw here is this 9 EMA. Because it seems that it wants to hold that one, but I know a lot of eyes are on this stock here. So this high here is 1442 and this high here is 4043. So you might want to play the breakout 4042. I see now that it's already 10 past, guys and girls, so it's time for me to quit. If you're going to play today, please play safely. And if you're going to do anything that's out of your comfort zone, then don't do it. I will be back tomorrow at 4 a.m. Eastern Time. That's 10 o'clock Amsterdam time. For now, be very careful. Do your own strategy. Be sure that you have your own strategy. Don't follow me or anybody else, and don't follow anything that I said on this show. It's for information purposes only, but you know that. You're welcome, Sunil. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you, Matt. Really appreciate it.